Once you have that, then you have to set up your deposit method, and this is where Amazon is going to be paying you, okay? So obviously you choose your bank, and then if you guys are international, then you guys will have the correct information to fill this out. If you're using Payoneer or a cross-border account, if you're in Canada, you'll have this. And then you just put in the information that they require again, okay? Select type, so is it a checkings or saving? That's what they're asking in Canada. Each country will be a little different. So if we look at United States, because most of you guys are in the States, then you're going to need the account's holder name, 9-digit routing number, bank account, and then you retype the bank account, okay? So I'm in Canada though, so I have to do it this way, but for you guys doing this, it's very straightforward. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work, guys, because I'm just putting in different numbers. I'm not putting in real numbers here just to see if this will work. If not, I'm going to have to get to the next page. Okay, so we'll click next.
If I see Amazon choice, I buy it.
Okay, so they know institution must be. Institution must be 4 numerics. Okay, well.
What if he didn't use
That's probably because they're picking up that these aren't real numbers. And same as this one. So let me change it back to the original and see if I can get to the next page here. Okay, so they know that this information is not correct. So like I said, they're able to quickly tell. So what I'm going to quickly do is let me just pull this up. I'm going to pause the video, guys, and I'll be right back. So I paused it on the last video. I had to put in my correct information for the bank, and it worked. Okay, so once you put the correct credit card information in and the correct deposit method, you'll click next, and it takes you to this page. Okay, so now you need to start your tax information. Now this is where it might get a little confusing, but I'm going to walk you guys through this. I know it's going to be a little bit different because I am in Canada and this is how I do it in Canada. So I'm not 100% sure in regards to how you guys are going to do it if you're in different countries. And this is why I would possibly talk to someone else that's in a different country, that's in your country, to double check, because I am not going to tell you something that I'm not 100% sure about. Okay, so I'll show you what happens though. You guys are going to click start. And then on the next page, it's going to say who will receive your income from Amazon. So is it an individual or is it a business? For tax purposes, are you a U.S. person? Okay, so if you're in the U.S., you're going to say yes, and then you're going to have to select your option. I'm not in the U.S., so I click no. And then I will just say...
Why you gotta give that to fucking...
Actually, I just put individual, sorry. So I put individual here, who will receive your income, because I'm an individual. I always leave it as individual. And then I will put my name, country, and then you're going to put the country and just fill up the information. It's very straightforward, guys, in regards to what you have to do. Fill that out, you click done. If there's any issues, they'll let you know. Then you click continue. Then they're just going to ask you all this information in regards to, are you agreeing to this? Is this the correct information in regards to taxes, so on and so forth. Like I said, it's very straightforward. It's different for every person in different countries because I have no clue how this works. I just want to show you guys how to set it up, but don't get stuck on this page. I just go individual, and then obviously if you're in the U.S., you're going to say yes and fill up the drop-down option, and then all you really do is just sign it, and you say save and preview, and that's it. If there's any issues, they'll let you know. Continue. There you guys go. So this is what the form looks like, the W-A-V-E-N. It's just going through all the information, making sure that everything is correct. If everything's good, you just click submit form. And now you're done. Okay, so that's very, very straightforward. You don't want to get stuck on this process, like I said. Then you're going to click exit interview. And now you get to this page here, okay? So now they're going to ask us some information. You do not want to skip this, guys. Because I find that if you skip it, it can actually slow down your process of getting approved, okay? So you definitely want to do this step. It's going to ask you the first question, do you have universal product code? So if you say no, you're increasing your chances of getting not approved, okay? So always say yes. This is the UPC codes that you guys are going to get through GS1 or Nationwide Barcode or even Barcodes Mania, okay? So you want to let them know you want to let Amazon know that, hey, this is not the first time I'm selling. I'm a big seller. I know what I'm doing, and I already have my product code as UPC. Okay, so you click yes. Do you manufacture and brand the products you want to sell? You're going to say yes. And then how many different products do you plan to sell? Okay, so you guys can really put whatever you want here. I find, in my experience, that if you put 11 to 100, it works a little bit better, because it's telling Amazon again that you're a bigger company. You've done this in the past, and what's it called? Yeah, that you know what you're doing. This is not a first time that you're selling, and it just sometimes helps with the approval. Obviously, you could do 1 to 10, you'll still get approved. But like I said, I find 11 to 100 works best. Okay, then you click next, and then you choose the category that you're going to be listing in. So whatever your category is, if you don't see it, you can just type it in here. So let's just say that we're doing outdoors. Okay, then we click finish. And then the next thing is they're going to want to verify your identity, okay? So this is where you're going to go next. And this is where you're going to have to upload some documents in regards to getting things started, okay? So right here, they want to get all my information again. So this is where I would put all this information: passport number, driver's license, and you would just fill up this information, guys. Click submit, and then once you click submit, you might have this option. The reason I'm seeing this option, guys, right now is because they linked it to one of my other accounts right now. So I'm not going to be able to move forward with this video because, like I said, I don't want to flag the other account. So this option should not happen. What's going to happen once you choose your product and you click next, it's automatically going to take you to the sign-in page to actually log into your Amazon seller account. But before they do that, they're going to ask you for a 2-step verification code. So you're going to have to put a second phone number in there, so that if you lose your password or you can't get in, that they're going to message that second email, okay? So once you do that and you log in, what happens next is, and once you're logged into your Amazon Seller Central account, in the top left corner, you're going to see a notification. It's going to be a red flag. You're going to have to click that red flag and open that notification, and then that's where you're going to be uploading 2 documents. You're going to be uploading the first document, which is going to be your ID, and then the second one is going to be your banking information, okay? So that's where you do it, you submit it, and that's it, guys. Once Amazon approves it, they'll get back to you within a few hours, sometimes even 10 to 15 minutes, and they're going to say your account is approved, and you're good to go, okay? So hopefully this video helped you guys out. I'm sorry I can't get to the next page, like I said, just because they're requiring more information, and I don't want my account to get flagged. The other accounts there. So that's how you guys set it up. So hopefully this video walked you guys through the first 6 steps in regards to setting it up. Like I said, once you get to the next step, it's actually going to look like something like this, and you're going to click sign in. You're going to have the email and password you created. You're going to click sign in, but instead of taking you to the Amazon Seller Central account, a pop-up will come up asking you to set up the 2-step verification code. So just set that up, get a different phone number. You can use, like, a friend, or I wouldn't use a friend, I would use probably family member, someone that you can trust, so that if you do lose your password, you know that you can just message them and they'll receive the code and give you the code. Or you can just go buy a phone number. You can go through like Grasshopper. There's a lot of different platforms for $2-3 or $5 a month. You can get an extra phone number. And you can also do that, and then once Amazon calls that number or messages it, it'll forward to your actual number, okay? So you can do it that way also, guys. But once you set up the 2-step verification code and everything's good, then you'll be able to actually sign into your Amazon seller account. And once you're logged in, like I said, in the top left corner, you're going to see the red flag. Click that little red flag, and then it's going to be a notification. Open up the notification, upload your 2 documents. They only need 2 documents. So one document is going to be your ID, whether it's your driver's license, passport, and then the second one is going to be your banking information, okay? So just make sure everything matches: the names, the address, the bank account numbers that you put into Amazon. Everything has to match. The business name that you were approved for, everything has to match. Upload it, and then all you have to do is just wait, and then you'll receive an email from Amazon whether you're approved. If you are approved, you're good to go. Then you just, your account's ready and you're in good standing. If you're not approved, then Amazon will let you know what you need to do, and you most likely missed a step or provided them the wrong documentation, and you're going to have to re-upload it and go down that path, okay? So hopefully this helped you guys out, and I will see you guys in the next module.